Hi guys, welcome back. In the last few lectures, we were discussing exception handling in C#. We have discussed how an exception is thrown and how it is caught in the catch section. Who throws these exceptions? The runtime exceptions are automatically thrown by the language runtime. Now consider the case that we want to throw some exceptions programmatically. Then what we can do? If we want to throw an exception programmatically using a bit of code, the code or the keyword for throwing an exception programmatically is the throw statement. So in this lecture, we are going to discuss throw statement in detail, and we will see a demo application to illustrate how the throw statement can be used to throw an exception programmatically from a C# application. Okay, consider this code block. I have a program with the main method and a user-defined method or function validate age. Let's look into the main method first. I have a variable age declared as integer type. Then the try catch finally blocks. In the try block, I'm reading the age of a person, and that is stored into the variable age. Next, I'm calling the user-defined method validate age. You can see here there is another method defined as validate age, and this method is accepting the parameter, an integer parameter. So from this calling statement, validate age of age, you know that the value of age which is read over here is passed into the user-defined method validate age, and this parameter receives that age. Now inside this method, what we are doing, we are checking the validity of age. If age less than 0, definitely means it is a negative value for age, and that should not be a valid value for age. In that case, what I'm doing, I'm throwing an exception. I could have simply displayed a message using console.writeLine that age cannot be negative. But to illustrate the throw statement to throw an exception programmatically, I'm using the throw statement if the age value is negative. Let's see how it is used. Throw new argument out of range exception. This is an exception that is derived from the base class exception. Argument out of range exception is used to find out if an argument that is passed to a method is out of range or not. So, if the age value is found to be negative, then we are throwing an exception programmatically. It is not thrown by the language runtime automatically. The programmer is throwing the exception using the throw keyword. And then we are generating an object of the argument out of range exception class using the keyword new, and you can see there is an argument age cannot be negative. So when this exception is thrown, it should display a message age cannot be negative. So once again, let's come back to the calling statement validate age of age. At this point, the program control will jump to the method validate age, and the value of age which is read over here is passed into the parameter age, and then it checks if the age value is negative. Consider that you had entered the age value as -10. In that case, this condition -10 less than 0, this condition is true. So the argument out of range exception is now thrown. Once an exception is thrown, what's the next step? If an exception is thrown, it should be caught. So that is caught in the catch section. So after executing this, the throw statement is executed. Argument out of range exception is thrown. Then the program control goes back here. Then that exception which is thrown by the programmer is caught in the catch section. You can see that in the catch section, we are catching the exception argument out of range exception. So we have thrown the exception argument out of range exception. It is caught by this catch section. So the program control will enter into the catch and it will again display a message. Age cannot be a negative value plus ex1 dot message. What is this ex1 dot message? Here ex1 dot message is the message property of the exception thrown, and that will be the parameter that is assigned to this exception class, which is age cannot be negative. So we are displaying our own message age cannot be a negative value, and this ex1 dot message will contain this argument age cannot be negative. That also will get displayed. Now consider that you have entered a positive value for this age, say positive 20, that is passed to this method. So it is received as positive 20 here. In that case, this condition is false. The throw statement will not get executed, and argument out of range exception is not thrown. In that case, the program control will not enter into catch because there is no exception thrown, there is no exception caught. Where the program control will jump to, it will jump to finally, and this statement will get executed. And that's the case for when the exception is thrown also. We had discussed it. In either cases, finally block will get executed. That means if an exception is thrown or not, the finally block will get executed. Now, a last word. We will never need to throw system exceptions such as index out of range or null reference exception. These are system exceptions, but we are throwing it. According to the .NET developer specification, a programmer should not throw system exceptions programmatically. They are thrown automatically by runtime. But if we need to throw an exception, we can do that. Again, remember that .NET developer specification tells that the programmer should not throw system exceptions programmatically using throw statement. We will discuss more about the throw statement in a later lecture. Now I'm just going to code the block of code that we have already seen in Visual Studio. Let's load Visual Studio and write that block of code there in Visual Studio. Okay, I have created a console application in .NET Core and it is named as AppThrow. Let's concentrate on the main method first. In the main method, I'm going to declare the variable age. Now I just wanted to read the age value in a try block. So let's start the try block. Display a prompt message, say console.write of enter age. Now we have to read the age value. You know, we can use the console.readLine statement to read the age value. Age equals convert dot to int 32 of console.readLine statement. Okay, now we have to call the user-defined method. I'm going to name that method as validate age, and we are going to pass the age value into that method. Okay, that's all in the try block. Now we can write the catch block, then we will complete the validate age method. Okay, we can start with the catch block now. Catch, what kind of exception we want to catch? Argument out of range exception. You can see that we can get all the types of exceptions automatically available here in the IntelliSense. You can select the one which is suitable here. Then we have to create an object of that, say EX1. Now in the catch block, we can just display a message, say console.writeLine of age cannot be a negative value. And then we can display the message property of the exception object ex1.message. That's all about the catch section. Now we can conclude with the finally block. Finally, here I'm just giving a message, say thanks for using this application. Console.writeLine of thanks for using this application. Sorry for the typo. Okay, here also I have a typo. Say thanks for using this application. Okay, the finally block is also done. Now here we can see a red wavy underline. This is because we haven't written the user-defined method validate age so far. So we can write the method validate age. You can see that the method can start with a static void if there is no return value. Okay, if we need, we can just copy this keywords and just paste it after the main method is done. Here you can see the main method is completed here. Below this you can start the new method static void, and the name of the method should be validate age. I'm just copying and pasting it over there. This method should receive a parameter which is of the integer type. I'm just calling it as age again. I can use the same parameter name there. So now we have created a user-defined method with the name validate age, which will receive an integer parameter, and that is received into the variable age. Okay, here I'm going to check if the age value received is negative or not. Okay, let's write the condition if age less than 0. In that case, we want to throw an exception. Say we can give the throw statement here, throw, and we want to create an instance of the object throw new argument out of range exception. That is the exception which we want to throw programmatically. And as a parameter of this exception, we are just going to give some message. Say age should be a negative value. So this is the parameter that is given for this argument out of range exception, and that will be available into the message property. Okay, now the program is completed. Now we can just run the program and see how it behaves. Click on the run button over here. Okay, the program is now run. Just enter a negative value first, say negative 12. You can see that age cannot be negative value. That is displayed from this console.writeLine message. Then specified argument was out of range of valid values. That is displayed as ex1.message with the parameter age should not be a negative value. This was the parameter which we had assigned to this exception which is thrown. So that is what is displayed over here. The message property contains this value and the parameter that we have passed from the throw statement. That is this parameter. Okay. Then the program control jumps to the finally block. You can see that thanks for using this application is displayed here. Now rerun the application and input a positive value. Okay, I'm rerunning the application. Now we will input a positive value to see how it behaves. Okay, just enter a positive value, say 45. There is no exception thrown. Because this condition is found to be false, no exception thrown, The program control didn't enter into catch. There is no exception quote. It directly went to the finally and displaying the message, "Thanks for using this application."